Hello and welcome to a quick demonstration of Wowzer's Xerodoconvert application, where we convert PDF bank statements to CSVs that are uploadable to Xero's cloud accounting platform. So the problem is that Xero's application requires a certain format, and most softwares, when you convert PDF to CSVs, don't do it to Xero's format. So we solved that by writing a quick program and using some AWS background AI to be able to automate the process. So when a new customer comes on board, they typically send you PDF bank statements because that's typically the way that they receive them, or maybe they send you scanned bank statements as well. So we've solved that problem by creating a back-end app that's very simple and easy to use, where you can upload a PDF bank statement or credit card statement, and we converted it with our software to Xero's format, and then you download a pre-formatted CSV file and upload it to Xero. There are other services out there that do that, but they don't work exactly the same way as Xerodoconvert does. Auto entry starts at 72 cents per page. It is effective, does work for Xero, but it's extremely slow. You can wait. I've waited 45 minutes to an hour for a file to get back to me. JetConvert, very popular in Australia. I think they have an exclusive with Xero, but they start at $5 per page. After your first 20 pages, they magnanimously drop the price down to $2.50 a page. And they take 3 days to get the files back to you. That's just too much time and will just slow you down even more. MoneyThumb, also an effective program, but $5 for every conversion. So if you have only one conversion, you're going to pay $5 for that, no matter how many pages it is. If you have multiple conversions, well, then the price is going to go up very quickly. Swift CSV works very effectively, very similarly to our software. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with complex statements, and I'm going to show you some of those complex statements that I'm referring to. Wowzer Technologies, we start at 20 cents per page, and the more pages you do, the lower their price is. It can take up to 30 minutes because we have an audit, a human auditor process, where we actually do a reconciliation of that bank statement before we move forward with that. Let me begin by showing you the type of bank statement I'm talking about. Here's a CIBC bank statement where there are a number of problems for most softwares. First problem is that the description is on multiple lines. So for this transaction that's $2,127.95, it covers 3 different lines. And most softwares can't sort that out. Another problem with the statement is that Xero requires a date beside every transaction. So there's only one at December the 1st, and then you get one at December 2nd, and so on as we move down the statement. And the third problem with this statement is there's no clear-cut decimal between the cents and the dollar. So this $18.15 would be read by most softwares as $1,815. These problems are overcome with our software because we've written some additional background details to solve it and make sure that the dates are also entered correctly. Let me go ahead and show you how that works. So the best place to start is at our website, Xerodoconvert.com, and you simply just click on Upload a PDF and fill in all the fields. I'm going to let the technology fill it in for me. And I'm going to ask that it be sent back with a password. And so what happens when you request that password is we'll put your files into a zip folder and email it back to you encrypted. And to de-encrypt it, you have to use this password. And I'm going to upload a bank statement. Confirm that I'm actually a human being, and send. It's as simple as that. So now I'm going to show you the back end of the system so you can see exactly the technology that we're using and how it works, although you won't have to do any of that work. I just thought you might find it interesting to see what we're doing in the background. So this is our back end. AWS is where we bring the files in, and they have a magic software that we use. Here's the CIBC bank statement, and here's the analysis that's been created. And if you look at that here, I've got multiple choices of format, but the one that I want, of course, is the zero format CSV. And I just simply click on that. I'm going to download it and show you what it looks like. Bear with me, because we do one more step before we send it. So here we have it, all in order, dates correct in every field, numbers all lined up in the same in the correct field. I'll just make that more visible. And we do one more step before we send it back to you. We are going to do a quick reconciliation by taking the amount of the CIBC bank statement and ooh, that didn't work out very well. Well, you can see Excel isn't so good at taking data from bank statements. So let's get the right amount in that field, $701,828.63. Okay, now we've got the correct dollar amount there. So we're going to scroll to the bottom and we're going to do a quick reconciliation. And that should be the number that we find at the bottom of that CIBC statement. Let's take a look. And sure enough, $597,235.65. So then our next step is to remove those numbers because zero doesn't need them, and neither do you. You can rest assured that your file is coming back exactly the way zero wants it. So let's take a look at what zero wants. Let's go to the zero dashboard. And if I go to the business bank account, this is the demo zero company. Go to the business bank account. I can manage that account by importing a statement. And I just have to select the right statement. There it is. Click import. And I actually have an opportunity to look at each one of those lines and make sure they came through correctly. But I could see from the very first line that it did work properly. All I'd have to do is click save at this point in time, and it would upload it. And it's as easy as that. So, Xerodoconvert, easy to use, simple, fast, and guaranteed correct. So you get to save money because it works in minutes where you don't have to do tedious data entry and you won't have to do any additional technical work. You'll get a new customer organization up faster, or if the bank feed is down, no problem. You can just upload their bank statement. Thanks very much for your time. Please reach out if you have any questions.